set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Southern California. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year. Threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
The 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Brady maybe a free play here. And he's got Miller. And he goes out right around the 39.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, it's Jones. That's the ball now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
6-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind a line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Brady to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is caught. It's caught in by Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
1st and goal from the 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Brady sacked.
isn't it? They decide to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He finds McCoy. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Brady. Caught the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Complete on the throwaway.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3. Giants.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And here's the number 2 overall selection in 2018, Saquon Barkley. And past the 40. The 40 is out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. He's got his man. This is Tate. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. Great mix of play. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Giants have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And his kick is good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And he was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing it.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Pass the 20. And touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 67 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Buccaneers 3. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He's got the hook up to Miller. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brings up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Brady. The man has got it. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Intended for
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
brings up 2nd and 10.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bradley Pinion.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's hauled by Shepard. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Complete.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Jones on 1st down. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Giants.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
21.
Gano the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
at their own 25
Here
yards.
comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady, and this is caught by Evans. Now loose football, the ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and the return will stop right around the 25. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Going for it all. Incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got through.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Brady, quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now left side of the swing pass. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brady to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got a block. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Scotty Miller.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dalvin Tomlinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Operating from the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. And when they have to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Brady's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Caden Smith.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he shifts past him at the final play of this ball game.
Final score, Giants.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.